Rightio, we are back for another recording. Back in 76, as you can see. No lag when it starts up, which is good. This time anyway. But the usual glitches, no the vendor's here now, that's good. So, basically there would have been more recordings, but as you would have seen in the last couple of episodes, I had a couple of problems with it. One decided that it wasn't going to record my microphone at all. Another one decided it was just going to be static the whole time. And the next episode that I'm putting up was static for the whole first 20 minutes of the video, and then my headset disconnected, so I had to restart the recording completely, because every time you alt tab out of this game it stops you recording. Alt tab out of any game it stops your recording. And of course the one before that was a GTA 5 recording, in which I was in the game for 15 minutes and got modded on by two modders, which is the literal reason why I don't play anymore. Anyway, we're back in, 76, Appalachia, with no ammo. Spent all my ammo for my sniper rifle and my combat rifle. All of that went to it all went to the last couple of nuke drops, which one was dropped on White Spring, the other one was dropped right here over Arctos Farmer. Seems to be a lot of people over in Morgantown at the moment. I've made it one step further in certain things. I've got my commendation with the Enclave, so you just go away. I got my commendation and I've been promoted. Comes to the Enclave, which means that's where we're going after I finish messing around here. Thought I'd try out some melee stuff, because up until now I've been literally shoot guns and that's it. So oh, and making back oh, that's a bit of a shock. Clearly in the middle of something when he got attacked. Oh, hello. Hello. I forgot about that. I also used a lot of Radaway when I was in those two nuclear drop zones. You can't get any scrap out of that, damn it. So yeah, I'll be building up more of my stocks and everything again, starting from scratch. Which I don't actually have to start from scratch, but I'm going to anyway. Find more lead, make more ammo. Either that or buy more ammo. I've got the caps to do it. Automated message. Wait, what? How come I'm all of a sudden over encumbered? That makes a lot of sense. Oh, that's another glitch. Just like, you know, when you reach a point where it's not going to unlock the lock, it just keeps pushing and pushing and pushing until it breaks your bobby pin. Like that. There's 3 different spots I've now tried. And it still won't open it. Wow. Ah, so interesting. For some reason I had a lot more carry weight than what I should have when I spawned in. I don't now though. It's only a level 10. Oh well. Make me some money. Stop it. The amount of times where I've like put the bobby pin in a certain spot, tried to unlock it, and it's just sat there pushing and pushing and pushing until it breaks my bobby pin. It put me off recording a little bit after I realised that my recordings were completely fucking Jesus.
Attention all responders. This is a top priority message. Radar has spotted an inbound cargo bot. We've got to secure the landing zone so we can make the drop. We need those supplies, but the cargo bot's going to attract attention, so get ready for a fight.
Great. And that's a Scorch Beast. I'm not doing this. I do not have the ammo to go up against a Scorch Beast. I'm out. I also can't run because I'm overweight at the moment. Worst timing ever. Used to be really interesting when I had my camp over here. I used to literally spawn into the game and I'd be in, like, within about 2 or 3 steps of the zone for this challenge. So I'd end up in the middle of it, spawn in, and there'd be a bloody Scorch Beast hovering over my fucking camp straight away. And back then I was like level 10, so I didn't stand a chance against a Scorch Beast. It's respawned a few things in it since I went walking. Cool.
Requisitions now available. Resupply here, citizen.
Oh, 5 laser pistol. There.
Welcome, citizen. I am authorized to trade.
Also, as you can see, I've got marine armor right across now. Went down to Harvest Ferry in one of the last videos, and
now trading for supplies, ammunition, and gear.
this stuff's not gonna last. I don't have the freaking stuff to be able to make it into stabilized stuff.
Be sure to stock up while you can. Ammunition
Frames.
supply
frames are a great thing. Can I have them back, please? Cool, thank you. Rightio, so that means I'm not going to waste any more time. We're going to literally go straight to the White Spring bunker. Which is over here, and that's going to be 18 caps. So what I'm going to do is travel to my camp first, which is free, of course. And considering most of the time I'd start my videos from the White Spring station, I actually moved my camp over here so that I could just, you know, be closer to it. And I've also set it up like most other players have in this, where the thing's not actually on the ground as such, but I still need to be over water somewhere so that I could use my water purifier, as you can see. So it's well protected. I don't know why the game spawns me over here every time. Frogs. Here's a little fluke in the game, I think. I'm not sure. I haven't quite finished my house properly, but it's because I was more rushing to get it done than anything else. I don't know why I need these. So we'll go in here, and also lost a lot of stim packs as well. I had like almost 40 stim packs, and now I don't. So we're gonna drop 14 of them into there, which means that I'll always have more in here when I need them. I'm also gonna grab some right away, because take 10 right away out of there, and 10 of the diluted stuff. I'm glad I stored 10 of each in there before this recording, like, you know, a couple of days ago when I wasn't recording. I'm so glad I did that. So yeah, I'm just trying, at the moment I'm trying to find, God damn it, game. I'm trying to find the resources that are required to build fusion cores. Which I have one of those resources in a stable state. The rest of them are all, as you saw in my Pip-Boy, they're all in the same sort of thing, but they're going to wear out eventually, so luckily though, while I've been playing this non-stop in the last, I don't know, 2 weeks or so, 3 weeks, there are other players who have been playing it non-stop constantly. So they're the ones that give me the best sort of areas, you know. To go find the right things, but yeah. It's also quite difficult because the problem with being a lower level in this game and walking into a nuclear zone is all the feral ghouls are level 68 or like level 54, so they're all the way up there, and I might be level 37, which I am at the moment, but that doesn't mean I'm capable of dealing damage to them. I end up getting absolutely fucking raped, to put it in the worst possible way. But tin can, oh no, that one's not aluminium. Grab that one. So yeah, if I put it in the worst way possible, I get absolutely raped. And there's been times where I've spawned down the road from the White Spring, or at the train station, and I've heard the beep for a code, for a nuclear silo code. Gone looking for it and killed the feral ghoul. That, like, this actually happened not long ago. I killed the feral ghoul that had it, picked up the code, and then 3 or 4 feral ghouls that were all about 30 levels higher than the one I killed spawned behind it. And that's, as a result of that, spawned behind me, and I didn't see them, so I got my ass absolutely handed to me. Oh, come on. Thank you. So many freaking lag spots and stuff in this. Be really handy if you could sell ammo as well in this game. Be really, really handy. But of course, so many people would use that as a way of making money, It's skill tree, isn't it? So I can understand why they didn't make that a thing like they did in Fallout 4. It's the amount of times that I'd find 38 rounds. I never use 38 rounds. Or I'd find that many 10mm rounds and never use my 10mm after I got a combat rifle or something. So I'd never end up using the 1200 rounds that I've got, for my 10mm pistol. So I'd just sell 600 of them. And even at 1 cap each, 1 cap per round, you'd end up with, at least a couple of hundred. Which is always really fair, but then again, they couldn't make it too easy, could they? Right, so now, move slowly through here. This is their rebuild bot stations. There's some pretty good loot in this area though. Like that. Might need to make a fair bit of ammo, but the more 45 rounds and 308 rounds I find now, the less I'll have to make later on. Which means the less lead I'll have to purchase, because I don't have enough lead to make as much ammo as what I need, and I have 1300 caps roughly. So I don't think any players have been in here yet. Well, the doors are closed and everything. Here's another globe I'll take for the screws. Losing a couple of frames. That's not unusual when I'm in here. That's going that way. Go this way first. Losing a little bit more frames. That's the elevator.
Ma'am.
Keep an eye out around the kitchen area and stuff, because there's usually NUKES and stuff around here. Not that there's anything there. There we go, NUKES quantum, right there. I didn't want the NUKES bottle, but thank you, game. One thing I will say that the devs of this game need to fix is like this thing on your Pip-Boy down here where it says 23rd of October 2102. It's not still the day, like a recollection or whatever it is, reclamation or whatever they call it, day. I failed so badly with that. But anyway, it's not still recam that day. It's not still the day you walk out of the vault. It's like, for me, it's been like 3 weeks of game time. In fact, it's probably been 3 months of game time. But every single time I come into this game, it's the same day. And honestly, it makes no sense whatsoever. Cigarette carton, why not? There's another one. That's out to the White Spring Hotel. There's a science wing. Medical suite. Now there's okay, right away. Stimpak. Radex. Fusions. Oh, didn't want the dish rag. Oh, I can go in there. through here, no? Yes, go in here. That goes upstairs. Yes, no, that goes upstairs. That's not what I wanted either. I can't go in the executive suite, it won't let me. Maybe I'll title this video Getting Lost in the Enclave frickin' vault. That leads me back to the same spot. Go that way either, bloody hell. Kitchen. Just clear up a little bit of space. Okay, what the hell, man? Like, literally, I do not understand. How the fuck do you get into that room there? Oh, really?
Welcome, General, to the Command Center. This space served many purposes. Armory, archives, education center. But its most critical role was its connection to the local nuclear missiles. A short training regimen was added to help new generals familiarize themselves with the nukes, their capabilities, and their dangers. If you wish to acquaint yourself with their intricacies, you're welcome to approach the posters against the wall. If you'd rather jump right in, you may speak to any of our command terminals to move on to the next step in your personal nuclear arms race.
And this is the part where I cheat a little bit.
General. Welcome to your nuclear launch training session. Over the course of the next 4 posters, you'll be taught everything you need to know about utilizing the Appalachian Automated Launch System. During your briefing, you should have been issued a nuclear key card. During an actual launch, you will need to insert the card into the designated slot before entering your launch code, at which point the key card will be consumed. Additional card drops will be brought in by automated convoy should the DEFCON rating continue to worsen. You may speak to your logistics officer as to the location of the pickup for your additional cards, should the circumstances arise.
And oh, have they arisen. This DEFCON rating the General speaks of has been pegged at its maximum for some time now, due to the hazardousness unleashed by our earlier guests. The silver lining of this is that one can often find a keycard convoy en route somewhere in Appalachia. We're happy to use our restored surveillance tools to help you track them. Access any of the surveillance system terminals to initiate your hunt.
To prevent misuse of Appalachia's automated missile silos, security measures for the region's nuclear arsenal have been increased well beyond any of our existing standards. Each silo has its own 8-digit launch code, which is valid for a single week. These codes are broken into 8 individual number letter pairs, each carried by a designated officer who is under strict orders to guard their code piece with their life. The order of numbers has been encrypted using a series of methods to prevent improper deployment. The bunker staff of specially trained code decryptors will provide the officer corps with the code when it is renewed each week.
The decryptors, it should come as no surprise, are dead. It will be up to you and your fellow members to decrypt each silo's launch code before they are regenerated. We, however, might be able also our belief that the flip card displays in this room had something to do with the code. What exactly, we leave up to you and your compatriots to uncover. And we're more than happy to use our surveillance systems to track down the last known locations of these code-bearing officers. Just approach any of our surveillance terminals.
The missile silos of Appalachia are equipped with an advanced robotic construction system, allowing them to rapidly rebuild their arsenals in a matter of hours. The silos themselves are defended by a robotic task force and staffed with a contingent of special clearance human missileers. Security protocols require all silo entrants, regardless of rank, to be escorted by a missileer at all times. Entering a silo without escort will be treated as a hostile act.
We're unable to peer inside the silos themselves, but we are confident in saying we doubt any such escort still lives. You will be on your own once you're through the door.
Yeah, that's kind of obvious.
Due to the region's advanced missile installations, there's a high chance of a retaliatory nuclear strike touching down somewhere in Appalachia. The intense radiation released by such a blast can have devastating effects on the local flora and fauna, mutating them into hideous monstrosities fit only for quick death.
To the contrary, General. Our memory banks suggest quite the opposite. Our previous residents managed to acquire samples of some materials created shortly after the first bombs fell, and what they found was illuminating, to say the least. Materials of exceptional versatility and volatility. However, if you can stabilize them fast enough, a jaunt into a blast zone, it seems, could be a productive one. Documentation related to these materials can be found in the archives. As well, the fissures that have cropped up around the region seem promising as possible sources of materials, along with some added pest control. The map in this room contains the locations of these fissures, if you're looking for a target.
Yeah, but that doesn't tell me what is where on this map. It just is open, like, red thingies and green thingies. Honestly, doesn't help me at all.
Please note, excessive aggression towards facility apparatus will not be tolerated.
fungus and yeah, okay, I know that. What's the other ones? Here we go, violet. Mutated fern. Tarberry and potatoes. I don't know where tarberries and... oh, yes I do. Crimson flux and all that stuff isn't a problem. The only one that's the problem is the violet flux. That's armory. I guess I could... for fusion cores. I don't have the money for that.
Now, with that out of the way, it's about time you got your hands dirty. There are a few key paths you should explore. Acquiring a nuclear key card, hunting down a few code officers, and delving into the nature of the launch code's encryption in our archives. Everything you need to get started, you should find in this space. How to proceed, though, we leave up to you. But please, feel free to ask our terminals if you have any questions. Good hunting, General.
Acquire a key card, acquire a nuclear code piece, launch code encryption. See if I can drag Scaroth and Petarabo into this game later on tonight. See if we can work out how to drop a nuke. In other words, this episode's been another complete waste of time, but it won't be an hour long, and a nuclear key card escort means I have to go out and get one, don't I? Let me see. Here we go. So I've got 2 on Bravo, 2 on Alpha. And someone in a power armor. Well, it won't be tonight, but so I've done that bit. Search the archives. Archives in Sugar Grove. I failed to find anything. then. Hey, I just found the XO1 power armor. Yes. Yes. Rightio, so track down information about the code encryption. How on earth am I supposed to do that?
Error. No targets available at this time. Please try again later. Okay. I think with that one started, I might leave this recording here, just over an hour, but I will continue it straight away with the next one. So yeah, didn't really do much again, but that's okay. Next episode should be a little bit more full on. So yeah, just hope you enjoyed, and well, hope you enjoyed me walking around looting things and just slightly doing missions. Like I said, the next episode should be a little bit more exciting. But yeah, we
I guess we'll call it here. Not really that keen on calling it here, to be honest, but probably should. And I will catch you in the next one.